Let's talk about the Super Mario Brothers movie. Let me preface this movie by saying that I think this movie is a lot of fun. Some amazing wins for this movie is the animation. I think the animation is gorgeous. It's really true to what Mario is, and they've got everything right. It's colorful, it's vibrant. They made the Mushroom Kingdom feel alive and just visually breathtaking. Probably Illumination's best looking film and probably one of the better looking animated films of recent memory. I love the music in this film. It plays a lot of homage to classic Mario themes, but at the same time creating their own classic themes, making this movie feel exciting and immersive. And the best part about this movie are the references, homages to classic Mario video games. There is so many sight gags, there are so many references, there is so many things that if you blink even for a second, you're gonna miss maybe one or two or three references. This is a total love letter to the Mario and Mushroom Kingdom. And something that people were talking about when before the movie came out was the voice cast. And I think the voice cast is pretty solid. It ranks from solid to great. Anya Taylor-Joy as Peach is serviceable. I think Chris Pratt really surprises as Mario. I think his voice is very suiting. And then there are moments where he does the classic Mario voice and it is like you get a little pop from it. But I don't think a whole movie could have sustained something like that. Keegan-Michael Key as Toad is great casting, and I thought that from the beginning. And the two highlights for me is Charlie Day as Luigi, and then the standout is Jack Black as Bowser, who does a phenomenal job and steals every show scene that he's in, and definitely took this role really serious. And while I'm praising this movie so much, I do want to say that from a storytelling perspective, this movie is very bare bones. There is not a lot to sink your teeth into. It is mostly for fans of the series and smaller kids to just enjoy the visuals and enjoy the references. There is really no story at all. It's just a bunch of moments that culminate to these set pieces, basically. There's a Mario Kart reference, there's a Donkey Kong world, there's the big fight at the end. But there's not a whole lot to sink your teeth into from a narrative perspective. And that's what really brings the movie down for me. While I had a lot of fun with it, I don't think it's a particularly good movie. But it is a very enjoyable movie. Those two things can coexist. I don't know how many times I can rewatch this film. It is very much in the same vein as a Sonic the Hedgehog movie. While you're watching it, you're going to have a good time. You're going to have a smile on your face. You're going to enjoy it. But there's not a whole lot to reflect back on except for maybe some of the references. But it's definitely worth a watch, and it's a solid movie overall.